Hey, it's nice seeing you guys again. Please check the description for some channel updates, just to let you know why this video is kind of crappy. But let's get started and see what they have. Mini Sentry, Sniper, Scout who has some sort of brain, random crit him, or that might not have been a random crit, I'm not quite sure. It might have been Mojo, flame extension there. Pyro's just trying to air blast. Sniper is, for some reason, still trying to body shot, despite being on fire. Good on him though. Did enough damage for the wolf to finish me off. Ooh, let's see what this pyro wants to do. I'm watching the kill feed for any. There it is. Okay, he just killed the teleporter. And he got sniped. So it looks like our pawns have cleared this area, so we're just gonna start rotating around. The scout's gonna predict me to go to the left here. So I'm just gonna kind of wait around a little bit. Okay, he's far back there. He's gonna respect me a little bit, which I appreciate. There's not much you can do against this horde of people. It's just sort of constantly approaching. Do some damage to the heavy and defend ourselves from the soldier man. Let's grab this health pack, shall we? Sorry, my friend. I think I need that a little bit more than you. Try not to die immediately, otherwise I will feel sad for you. There's a mini, so I need to be careful about how I approach. Just want to avoid taking unnecessary damage. Does he need that more than I do? Yes, he does. Always good to check the health of your teammates. That soldier had a very slow reaction, so that was a little bit hard to get the first reflect off, but oh, my bad, dude. See, there you go. I just failed to follow my own advice. Let's see. Just want to stay away from the corner there. He's just going to spam it through anyway. Oh, he knew that I was going to come around that side. I need to get out of here right now. See if I can get this medic to heal me. Alright. We're getting healed up. Want to start spamming out this heavy. Make sure the spy doesn't kill our medic friend. It's very vital that our medic stays alive here as he has the recharge ready. Oh, that pyro. I had no idea. Just accidentally killed that spy as well. And we can start getting on this point pretty soon, but I want to maintain this high ground because we have some spam classes coming through. And a mini, so yeah, it's time to back off until this mini goes down, which is about to. Grab some ammo and move forward here. Maintaining this presence. Try to use this spam against them. Miles away. Nice and easy. Lots of time to set up the shot. And we have the sniper on the right side who seems to enjoy body shotting with the bizarre bargain, so we're going to try to stay out of that sight line. Don't want to take that unnecessary damage. Again with the spam, just try to not take too much damage here. I do want these sentries to die, so I need to try to keep my spam classes alive here. It's important not to just to focus on what you're gonna do, but consider, you know, the abilities of your teammates and how you can best utilize them and keep them alive, who needs to be kept alive, and etc. We can kill this engineer. I think it's fine to tunnel vision him here. Most of their teammates are not really alive. I didn't quite react to that rocket then. Okay, they're moving it, so I can start to sneak up on them. It should be prepared though. We can't really fight this right now anymore. Accidentally got hit by the sniper melee there. Could take him out relatively cleanly. And let's grab some more ammo. Don't want to take that one in case the engineer comes back. You know, be considerate. I have decent ping, yeah, so I can react at relatively close range here. That's why I was able to get that reflect, only because I had low ping then. The ping difference can make be a huge factor in deciding how the outcome of a battle goes. Just take some damage from the heavy. Don't want to take too much so I don't get spammed out by a random pipe or a rocket. Trying to stay away from my own reflect there because that would have dealt a lot of damage. And we'll try to help out this pyro a little bit by spamming the soldier. I think I should start to come deal with him myself because just keep him locked out. Like this demo man's doing a pretty solid job of doing it anyway. Ooh, that was close. Trying to bait out his own movement and look away from him for a second. He's gonna switch back. Yep, there he goes. Pretty obvious tactic, but he committed to it a little bit too long. Spending far too much time on this soldier though, so we need to start rotating around and start looking at the other weaknesses of our team here, including the spy. So just get rid of him real quick. That soldier's finally dead, so we can move on. Looks like our scout got sniped there. That's where that scream was. Sound is very important and helpful. There will be a sentry around this corner here, so we should be able to kill this heavy. Strafe around the bullets and get the flare punch for optimal opportunity to deal with the heavy. Deal as much damage as possible. I'm getting juggled here. It's not good. Not much I can do unless this medic heals me. There we go. And let's try to spam this soldier out here. Woo! Trying to dodge the rockets, don't get hit by the splash. And looks like our medic has left us here, so we're in a bit of a pickle. Unless he decides to heal me here. Here we go. Nice job. Much appreciated. Staying alive so we can stay in the front line. That soldier's going upper, so I want to take him out before he can kill our sentry. Because this sentry is in a rather easy spot to deal with, so we're going to try to maintain control of this upper zone. I do want to get into this little cubicle here. Try to predict the rocket coming out from that guy, but it was a little bit too unpredictable. Oh, that soldier didn't actually go in here. I expected him to go in here, that's why I went in myself. Doesn't appear that that was the case. Just jumping along. Want to spam the gun a little bit if we can. Just to contribute. Try to keep our own gun alive. There is a soldier up top as well, I believe. Now it looks like he's walked away for a second. He should be reapproaching from above soon. Let's try to get some spam off. See if we can't reduce the damage on our team. Wanted to grab that health pack right away so I can get back into the fight much faster. Hopefully this crit can hit somebody. Nah, that's okay. And we'll get rid of him. I don't know why people are voting to get rid of Seth, unless he's cheating, but they didn't list a reason. Try not to walk backwards into that sticky there. When Demoman plays stickies behind you, there's not much you can do but go forward. But there's a technique you can do where you air blast, turn around and air blast the sticky behind you, so reduce your damage, or take none at all. Soldiers have a lot of health here. Wow, he's dead. Kill this medic. And down he goes. I expect the enemy soldier to come bombing through here. Snipers looking in, and looks like we won actually. The sentries were taken out, I hadn't noticed. And offering some support on the sides. It's a good way to make room for your teammates in pubs. They tend to be, I tend to treat them as if you're playing League of Legends or Dota 2. I don't know very much about those games, but I do know that there's little minions that go across the map and attack the enemy base. And I sort of try to protect them, protect my little minions as I would and as you might want to in that game. Usually they're worthless at first in that game, but I figure, but it might be a good idea to keep your own teammates in this game alive, as they'll just continue to walk forward, continue to pressure the opponents over and over, relentless waves of newer players and some good players here and there, some players who have spent more time in the game. And with that knowledge, you can sort of stay with that sort of line. The best way to win a pub is to sort of build a line of players that can aggressively deal with the enemy without too much risk of their own. Looks like our medic is a little bit lost here. He's up there now. He's a cutie. Let's go meet up with him maybe. He wants to hang out up here, so alright, gonna get sniped from this one over here on the right. Just to light him on fire, keep him out of the fight for a second. That soldier should die. Yep, he's dead. Tried to extend some flames onto that soldier there for the flare punch, but missed everything. And it happens. My presence there was enough to pressure him backwards. Or maybe he just didn't even notice. And there's a classic example of the medic being left behind, ignored, as his healie gets tunnel visioned. So take that as a lesson for yourself. If you are walking forward with a medic, try to keep an eye out on the sides and keep them alive. Whee! Thankfully I had some overheal there. Now some of these flares seem like they're long range and like, wow, it's crazy that I'm hitting them, but really I'm just spamming them in sort of the general area where the enemy will probably go. And sometimes it works out. If you're going to try to predict people from that distance, it's going to be a little unreliable, but doable. So I tend to do a little bit of both. So it looks like we have an Uber charge coming out pretty soon from, okay, that's from our team. Heard the Schnell go get them line. We're going to mix things up and start approaching. Don't really approach every single time, you know. Try to surprise your opponent by sort of staying out and then sort of seemingly randomly approaching. Wow, I'm very lucky to have lived through that. Heavy Mancer is dead, so we can see, like right here, I'm sort of trying to make them feel a little safer by not approaching. We have a conch coming out here. Don't want to stand right there from the, yeah, there was a spy there. I did notice him, so I tried to move in such a way that it would be difficult for him to get the backstab off. And it looks like we're losing this line here. Enough of our teammates have died so that theirs are going to overwhelm ours. Don't want to get trick stabbed, so try to keep my eye out on that spy. Alright, that was a little silly and unnecessary. I was hoping maybe there would be some target that I could latch onto in that instance, but there was a spy. Fortunately, was not able to grab the pack there, which is very unfortunate because I would like some ammunition. I'm rather low on it after all, so I guess we'll have to retreat from the fight and hope that our teammates can keep up with the enemy push. Doesn't look like we're doing too good a job. Looking on the top right, a lot of our players are dead, so I'm going to play a little bit more back, try to keep our medic here alive. There's a lot of areas where our team is not covered, so I can expect to be flanked around. But we do have an Uber charge, so maybe this medic will give it to me kindly. And now we need to back up because the heavy appeared. Without the heavy presence, we could very simply just sort of keep at a certain distance where we could reflect projectiles on reaction, as well as maintain a close enough distance to where I can pressure the enemy with flames and flares. And like in this case, this Heavy Mancer is not using the minigun, so I can deal with him relatively easily, and we'll get out. Alright, looks like this medic is gonna get owned here. Whoa, maybe not. Nice job, medic. And now he is dead. Oh, maybe that was, yeah, there he is. He's dead. That's why I like to have ragdolls on, in pubs in particular. Because then I can see who died and where. Possibly to what, assuming that there are gibs or flaming bodies laying around. Soldier Man's up there, so we're going to keep a distance away so that we don't get spammed down from above. Grab the ammo. Keep an eye out on this left-hand side. Try to keep our medic alive here. I'm spamming air blasts, but it wasn't enough. The soldier was reloading rockets, so I needed to wait for the actual reload to finish, which took a little bit longer than I expected. My reload timing on the soldiers is a little bit off. Alright, just checking the sides because there will be enemies in different locations. I might get pinched here. Let's see. Yeah, this is a very difficult challenge. I need to try not to attract the attention of the heavies. Trying to stay at a distance from the soldier that pressures him enough to back away so I can maintain this area. Heavy rev down. I mixed up my whether or not I was going to run away in that instance. The soldier will be coming around this right side pretty soon. There he is. Good to note like where the enemy's going and their intentions. Oh, this medic should not be running forward right now, but maybe because of it I can drop this medic and kill this soldier. And there we go. I missed some timings on my flare gun coming out. I thought they would fire sooner, but I wasn't quite sure if that was due to the degreaser bug or due to my own lack of being used to the current switch speed, as I'm still, having spent thousands of hours with the old switch speed, I'm still recovering from the degreaser switch speed change. It's quite a difficult change to deal with, but especially with the bug. Alright, now we are in enemy territory, so we're going to try to avoid as much as we can, but it looks like it's too late. I got crit, and a little bit of spam was enough to take me out. That's all good. So we need to try to hold back, because they have all their numbers up, and we have very few of ours, so I need to try to stay alive. I don't want to enter the fight. I want to let them come to me, and in particular, I want to let them come to me like few at a time. Alright, if that's possible at all. But it's very difficult, given the just sheer amount of players and spam. Spy should be approaching. He's going to come around this other side, so we'll just go check real quick and deal with that guy. There's a spy on the right. It's just ambassadoring. So now it's time to we're going to escape here because we need to get some ammo. And let's resupply. You can have a bind that lets you change loadouts relatively quickly, and that's just what I did there to teleport back. Get some health back thanks to the rather silly mechanic. I want to keep my medic alive here as much as I can. Hopefully he doesn't run into his own death, which is a tendency with some of these medics here. Spam the sniper just to keep him from easily headshotting my teammates here. Okay, we have uber charge, so we might be able to push out the enemy. Not with this mini there, though. That mini would take far too long to kill, so I don't actually want to uber charge into it. And now we need to resupply. Looks like our medic died. Yeah, the medic with the uber charge did die, which is unfortunate. Alright, I do want to deal with this soldier wrapping around through here. Don't want to walk into that sniper dot just for free there. Yep, there it is again. Woo! Trying to dodge this spam is rather intense. Moving along, let's save our heavy friend here a little bit of damage, but he's gonna die anyways. Don't want to just charge headfirst into that heavy up there either, because he's dealing a lot of extra damage from having shot his minigun a decent amount of time for 1 full second. Don't get tunnel visioned on the heavy, as there's a constant wave of enemies approaching from the other side. Let's grab some ammo, do some spy checking while we're here. It's not too much trouble. Nice job, Mr. Other Pyro. Alright, that was a reaction reflect there. A little bit of reaction, a little bit of prediction. That was in the unclear kind of range, whether or not I needed to react or predict. Hopefully this medic comes. I'm trying to lure him over here to get them some health. Alright, this is a little bit tricky. Need to try not to get the attention of this heavy, and then, excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to happen here. If he was still uber charged, I would have done the same. I would have tried to air blast him up so that he gets levitated and his damage done to the sentry is reduced. Air blast the pyro. Don't want to take too much damage there. Looking at the sniper here, I see that he's like looking at me, so I'm sort of trying to keep him at bay by air blasting or flaring him. It's one of the useful tools of the flares to sort of counter snipers a little bit. Sorry about the noise from my computer notifications. It's from my cell phone, actually. Don't actually want to walk in there with this heavy. He's going to straight up die, and I killed myself as well. Loose cannon is rather hard to deal with when reflecting, because it can just blow up in your face, even if you do the right thing and reflect. If in fact, it might even be worse to reflect it, because if it blows up in front of you when you reflect it, you'll take a lot more damage, which is not so great. Not so great at all. Anyways, moving on. Looks like a good number of our teammates have died, so I don't actually want to approach here. It would be unwise to do. Try to, in case the spy went in there, shoot a flare. Get a quick resub and try to get this overheal. Our medics are busy dealing with the spy for some reason. Hopefully that doesn't cost us too much. Alright, that was a bad jump. I was hoping to get up there. Being able to get up to the high ground would be pretty awesome. So I might actually just switch to detonator here. I was able to reflect that rocket without seeing it, just because the soldier was just holding down the mouse one button and spamming away. So, just the standard timing. Yeah, see, look before you leap there. Didn't want to approach into that because the heavy was there. Ready and waiting. Alright, now they have a conch, so we need to be a little more careful here. Can't reflect anything, but we can get a random crit, which is semi-reliable with the melee weapon. If you do a lot of damage, it will have a 50% chance of critting. So if you're in the fray and you're helping out, contributing damage, your melee will be a kind of reliable kill tool, actually. Alright, we're gonna try to infiltrate, but it looks like it wasn't worth it. I got juggled by the soldier, so there wasn't really any hope there. Once I got juggled away, lost my movement abilities, which is one of the reasons why people are very frustrated with the air blast mechanic, because often being air blasted is a surefire death. Same with being juggled by rockets. Just to want to make it a little bit risky for the soldier to spam rockets by keeping them away here. Looks like he's mixing up where he's coming from. So we're going to stand here for a little bit and see which side he comes out of. Alright, that's all we could do there. We might die here. Yeah, he had another rocket loaded. I expected him to have none loaded after that reflect, so I was willing to look away from him for that moment, but it looks like that was the incorrect choice, as I had assumed that he had ran out of rockets, considering that he had been ubercharged for quite some time. I figured, well, by now he should be out. The intuition was wrong in that case, as it is a pub, and you can't really rely entirely on your intuition, as some players will just be really strange and have strange things happen all the time. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to subscribe if you haven't and stuff, and share the video around if you think it was interesting or cool. Much appreciated, and thank you for bearing with the lack of effort in this content. Goodbye.